Hi there, welcome to my new YouTube channel, One Humble Knot. This is where I'm just going to try teach how to do basic crochet, go into patterns and things like that. Today we're really just going to learn how to do chain stitches, single crochet, double crochet, treble crochets, and I'll have US and UK names for both on the screen, just because US and UK names for things like double crochets mean completely different stitches. I grew up using both, so a big thing is checking your pattern when you do use it. I'm not a professional at all. I really just learned from my nonna teaching me, so I'll try and teach the best I can, but this is going to be a nice big judgment-free area. So to begin, funnily enough, I've recorded this intro probably about this is third or fourth time because something keeps just going wrong with my camera, so hopefully this time works. We're going to start off with a chain stitch. To start off, we want to do a slip knot, I believe is the right term for it, to start your crochet. So the way I do it is put 2 fingers through, cross over, so you've got your tail and the long bit of yarn attached to the ball. Grab it with the 2 fingers and pull through. So we'll do that again. So wrap it around 2 fingers, grab the yarn and pull through. Everyone has different ways. Find what way works best for you, but really what you're wanting is for this part of the yarn, so the one that's closest to the ball, to be able to move to be bigger and smaller. This is as it will control your tension. Now to do a chain stitch, which is kind of the start of every majority of your crochet patterns, is what we're going to do with the hook. We're just going to pull it through, and that's 1. So I like to twist. As you can see, this nice little twisting motion. Some people will just go straight through. I find that a bit tricky, so I like to twist. You can just twist it through. Now a good way is to count. The way that you're going to count how many you've done, if you forget, it's each of these little V's. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if you were wanting to go back down to 6, which is here, and you don't want to risk going further, you can just go in the middle like so and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did our 6th one and pull right through, and we got our 6 again. Let's start again. So pull it through, tighten it, not too tight that you can't move it. Make sure, the way I hold the yarn as well, should have said this at the beginning, is I put the yarn between my pointer finger and my middle finger and then over. So I kind of hold it with my thumb and my middle finger here. Oh, that's wrong. I hold the base of it with my thumb and middle finger. So kind of in this position. Once again, everyone does something different. Find what's most comfortable for you. But you need to make sure that you have tension in your yarn, so then it's not too floppy or too tight. We just did our first stitch. We're going to do 10. So 1, 2, and this is what we'll do to start practicing our stitches. Now we have your chain stitch in place. We're going to start doing our different crochet stitches. So in the US, a single crochet is the same as a double crochet in the UK. It is your most commonly used one for a lot of different items and garments, and just blankets as well, as it's quite a nice tight stitch itself. So to begin it, what we're going to do, just for this sake, we're going to skip this first one and go to this second one here, right here. Just make sure that focuses on. So we're going to go through the hole that you've created, so the nice little V shape, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again. So we're going to repeat that in the next one. Through the hole, yarn over, pull through. And we've got 1, 2 loops here, pull through again. And we just keep repeating that for all 10. And you'll find that there'll be a little momentum that you'll get into. It may take some time with getting used to hooking it. Some people are able to just pull through this way and keep their hook facing them. I personally prefer turning it away and twisting it. Now you want to make sure the tension of your yarn isn't too tight or too loose. So it's just holding on and finding how to hold that tension. Now we've gotten to the end. You can see how that's a nice tight crochet. That's good for, clothes or tight blankets as well. A nice basic knot pattern right there. So the next one we're going to do is the next middle one up. I'm going to show you the difference in each of the tension by going up, and then that way you'll see it all at the end. Obviously, if you want to go back and forth and keep practicing, go ahead. But the next one we're going to do for the US, it's named a half double crochet. In the UK, it's half treble crochet as well. So it's a little bit taller, a little bit more gap in there, but a really great stitch to use. So to go back on your piece, you'll just turn it around. We do have this tail here. We'll go in another video how to tuck away tails nicely. For this one, we are just going to start in this first little one here. So what we're going to do is do yarn over, go right underneath, pull through. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and pull through all 3. So we'll do that again, yarn over, through, 1, 2, 3, and pull through the 3. And we're just going to repeat that down the line as well. So as you can see, they're a little bit longer than our first ones. Just a tiny bit longer. It is a little bit harder to see in this yarn, but that's the length of our first crochet, and this is our length of our second type of crochet. The next one we are doing is a double crochet for the US and a treble crochet for the UK. Typically when you do this crochet, you need to chain 2 at the start just to give the height for the next row. Some patterns will tell you to go into this first loop. Some patterns will tell you to skip and go into your second loop. So once again, read the pattern when it comes to it. For this practice sake, we're just going to go straight into the second loop. The way we do it is go yarn over, we pull it through, and we go through the first 2 and then through the second 2. So let's repeat that. Yarn over, through your loop, pull the yarn through, go through just through the first 2 and then the second 2. We'll do that one again. can see with this next one, it's a bit longer again. As we've been turning the crochet over, you kind of see the different sides of the pattern. So let's turn over again. You can see the half doubles and half treble crochets down here, and then the double and the treble crochets up here as well. So you can see that the rows are almost getting thicker and thicker. The last one we're going to show for the US, it's called treble crochet. UK is double treble crochet. Once again, we're going to start off with a chain. We're just going to chain 2. We're going to start in this next loop. Now this one is quite a long one, so we're going to go yarn over 1, yarn over 2, go through the hole and pull through. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull through the first 2, then the next 2, and the last 2. So you can see a pattern happening here where we pull through 2, 2, 2. So let's go again. Yarn over twice, through the hole, pull through 2, 2, and 2. We're just going to repeat this all the way down. So as you can see here, now that we've come to the end, it is quite a long one right here. So one thing you want to make sure is your chain at the start is at the correct length and you're keeping it nice and repetitive. These different variations, you can basically do most patterns, which is great. There's going to be variations of these 4 stitches right here, and you just read it. Feel free to save this video, come back to it, and just for that nice little refresher. If you want to create your own patterns or have a bit more freelancing, that's great. Just write down which one you're doing and maybe make a note if you're using a US or UK terminology for each of your stitches. But thank you for joining my first video just here. It would be great if you could like and subscribe. Feel free to share any videos you would like to see. And welcome to the journey of One Humble Knot. Have a great day.